Salutations from Portis of the Pines. Here's the 6 gnarliest big rig videos. Let's get lost. Big Trouble, Little China.
All right, first up we have Big Trouble Little China. And for me, what does it is the fact that Lopan encourages Jack to run his ass over. So after he fully commits to running him over, he's jumping out and bam, Lopan has been fully unscathed, reemerges with beams coming out of his face. What the hell? Definitely action-packed. Put this on your watch list for sure.
Black Dog.
All right, so coming in with the strong lead, we have Black Dog. And first and foremost, rest in peace, Patrick Swayze. Any movie that he's in, he pretty much does it for me. I think everything about this, really his technique. I'm pretty sure is not anatomically correct with his response after they hit that big-ass truck. Of course, you have Randy Travis in there. Got my dream car with the Monte Carlo coming in. Badass as always. Too bad it's about to get fucked up. I don't know. I don't even know what I would do in a situation like that. It almost seems like it'd be second nature to just do exactly what he's telling them to do, like on your own. But I get like in a moment like that, you're going to be froze up anyway. Opa. I'm not really sure if something like this would take you to Nuketown, but it could.
Joyride.
All right, let's get into it. Joyride. So these friends trash talk to a trucker who then tracks them down to a cornfield. He actually tracks them down throughout the whole movie. It's wild. But anybody that drives a semi or something big and heavy duty knows that when you release the clutch, that truck lunges forward. So that in itself is frightening to me. And the fact that you would think you'd be safe running through a cornfield because obviously you're these pretty much small people running through here and he's up high, but he pulls out the spotlight. And then that's when shit really gets real. Because once you think you're safe, you're just not.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
All right, let's get into it. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. First off, rest in peace, Pee-wee Herman. Believe it or not, this movie actually has a lot of dark moments in it for the audience that it was expected for. I feel like watching this as a child, I did not expect any of this. So imagine watching it cheerfully, everything's going great, and then out of nowhere, this shit happened.
Some night, huh? On this very night.
And you can just tell it's going down like the dark path.
Along this same stretch of road.
Even though like the way she's telling her story, I was like, wait a minute.
I saw the worst accident I ever seen.
Pee-wee's face is like priceless. He's definitely into it.
Like a garbage truck dropped off the Empire State Building.
I feel like they should have warned children about this part specifically.
And when they finally pulled the driver's body from the twisted, burning wreck, it looked like this.
Can you imagine just being scared shitless as a kid from that?
Sir.
I'd love for my kids to watch this. Yeah, I'm out of here. Classic though.
Have a nice day. Be sure and tell them
Large Marge sent ya. Classic.
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. This is definitely a classic. After watching it numerous times, I'll never understand how the little boy made it to the road. It didn't seem like he was ever alone long enough for him to get that far. But needless to say, unfortunately, he did make it to the road, and his end result was not very good. It's actually probably the saddest part of the movie, but it can happen. His little shoe. Messed up.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. This movie is so frightening, and her saving grace was that truck driver. And what sucks is that she had to get stabbed a few times before he even got him, but at least he took his ass out. Can you imagine? I would have still kept going because I knew that motherfucker was after me too, but you know how that goes in a horror movie. Chopped his leg. I wouldn't even have stuck around long enough to watch him do all that. I would have been gone. But I guess when you're caught up in the moment, you're in the moment. And I'll never know what happened to that guy. Did he get away? Did he get back in his truck? I mean, we see she finally rides off into the sunset. Leatherface is obviously mad about it. But what about the trucker? Nobody knows.
The hitcher.
All right, the hitcher. So the only problem that I have with this movie is the fact that she had the opportunity to save her man. After everything that they had been through and made it this far, she could have listened to the hitcher and her man would still be here. I don't care what you say. However, she had to be thinking logically, because the moment that she would have shot him, he would have released the clutch anyway and the truck would have moved. Just that. I mean, she could have shot him, but she would have had to move into that seat right away. Disappointing in the ending for sure.